Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Today's message is going to be about self accountability. Damn. Self accountability. And how are you blaming others for things? So, I want to start with how important it is for you to look at your part in your life. And when it comes to others and how the factors work, they only always going to be about 10% of a blame. Now, I've been working really hard on connecting with my spirit guides and connecting with my higher self. And more so trying to connect with my childhood self as well and understand this part of adulthood, me at 33, understanding that. And it's been a whirlwind, it's been wild, but I feel like I'm making strides. Now, where I'm at in my life right now is I'm at accountability, and it comes down to me believing that people will do their job. And if people do their job and I do my part, that the things that I paid for or the things that I set up or scheduled or the things that I planned, for lack of a better word, the things that I planned will work out because I did my part. These people are supposed to do their part, right? And then, life goes on. I don't know why I do this so much, but I'm chill. Okay, so I found myself getting frustrated. And when I saw that one of my protection bracelets broke today, I was just like, you know what? It's another one of those get you out of your character. Let's see how really spiritually inclined you are. Let's see the growth that you really made. Because are you gonna go and off the deep end before you even know the details or something you knew was coming? All right, it was already said that something like this would be happening. So you wanted to fight for it, right? So now you're at the point for fighting for it. I guess I'll tell the story. It's my story, right? To tell. So right now I'm in this building. As you can see, you see my business logo back there, my wax bed, my wax stuff. I got jewelry, I got makeup. I'm basically set up to work with clients until the end of this month. Now, the way that it went was a little crazy, a little off. It wasn't professional, and it really was a stepping stone as well as a lesson being here. So that part I'm cool with, right? So when it comes down to it, I paid to be here to the end of this month. And then we got word that we were going to be locked out before Christmas. Now, when you say it like that, you know that this person was doing it, either saying it or trying to do it to be petty and to hurt people. Because why would you pick Christmas when you know people got a lot of bills to pay for Christmas, which I got my Christmas out the way in November. I still have small kids, so being on the spiritual journey has definitely been like a balancing thing because I'm bringing them into, but I don't want to just culture shock them. And I have to find the right way to not to honor who I want to in a Christmas way, I guess, in a traditional Christmas way, because I don't know, I gotta figure it out. But it was to upset the people that's in the building. It was to make us hurt and to make us mad. And it's like, are you going to really sit there and get mad when you knew this was coming? Now, today, I had got a photo that seemed to display that we were being locked out. So I had to get my ass up, I had to get up for the day, come down here, only to find that it was not the case. So thank God that I was able to breathe through it, because I sat there and I was just like, Monique, breathe. Giving off my meditation class vibes. And that's what I did. So I breathed on it. I let it go, and I said, I'm going to come to the building. I have it in writing that I'm supposed to be here. I have my paper. I have my side of the deal. So I'm just going to use that as a way, if it comes down to getting worse than what it had to be, then and calling law enforcement, then so be it. But they couldn't just lock my stuff in here. So, with that being said, I just want you all to understand the spiritual warfare is real. I want you all to understand that the attacks on your character is real. And it's about how you handle it. Now, you can I can sit here and blame bad business deals for it being, but the point of the matter is I'm responsible for my business. And I know, if I don't know much about owning a business, I know simple steps like having paperwork. I know like leasing and signing, and when you give somebody rent, you're supposed to have something that says you're paying rent for it. Like, I know that part of it. So I have to hold myself responsible for my part in that. Whether it was enabling somebody to be crooked or what, like, you know what I mean? Not to put myself as a victim or a villain, but more so speak to who I am. And if I'm going to sit here and try to work on myself, that has to be a part of it. Prevention has to be a part of it. So preventing you from coming out of character has to be a part of you taking responsibility and also moving forward in your spiritual journey. Because now my biggest thing has been, if this is going to upset me, then let me handle it in a way so that it won't upset me. So how can I handle this? How could I have handled the situation in a way, hiccups, okay. How could I have handled this situation in a way that would not affect me? I could have not stayed here for a month because I knew it was going to be a fight. I could have moved on like everybody else. I could have begin to move my stuff out, and only keep here what needs to be here, which I'm going to start doing. I'm going to get the stuff today, y'all. I'm holding myself accountable. And not only that, I could have not came in because I already knew the rumors and I wanted to give a person a chance. I like to let people, I learn from people. I learn from what everyone is saying. So I put myself like the wall up, but I could have also just blocked it all together because it was a rumor. It was already said that this is how this person do business. So with that being said, be mindful of your part, your character, protect your energy, because at the end of the day, everybody is responsible for their self. Everybody is on their own mission. Everybody is on their own accord. And as much as you could sync with a person, they still have their own agendas in life. They still have their own purpose in life. It's not their job to make sure you are okay, to make sure you are A1, to make sure that they uphold their part for you. Like it's not their job. It's not their job. As much as I want it to, I just want people to do their job. And if everybody did what they said they was gonna do, the world would be a better fucking place. But obviously we don't live in that type of world. So how can you make your world a better place? And it's literally taking them steps to not, I don't want to keep saying hold yourself accountable, but taking those steps to prevent what will take you out of character, what will hurt your feelings, what will, like, if you know dealing with a person is going to hurt your feelings over and over again, and you're working on yourself to not have hurt feelings, let that person go ahead. Not to say that you have to never be with that person, but limit their access to you. Limit their access to you. They can't have you as a wife or a husband if they can't take care of that part of you. Maybe they just could have you as a friend. Maybe they could just have you as a business partner. Maybe they could just have you as an associate. Maybe they could just have you as someone that they can hit up randomly sometimes to talk. And, because maybe find where your relationship is with a person and be with that person in that way. Not to say that you're forcing anything, and not to say not to give people chances, but at the same time, remember that you are also giving them the chance to hurt you. Remember that part. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just talking. So, and it makes sense to who it's supposed to make sense to. When it comes to business, I don't even want to say just business. When it comes to a space, I'm going to start with the space. When it comes to a space, I have been through the ringer. It's just like one after another. And it's like, it's a lesson that I'm supposed to learn in this. And once I learn this lesson, I'm going to be good, y'all. I know I am. Y'all going to see the difference, because obviously these videos are going to show the difference. Where I'm at with spaces, I don't want this video to be too long, but I'm just go ahead and talk because I need to get it out. So I appreciate y'all for listening. Like, subscribe, and comment. And let's get to know each other. Talk to me and let me talk to y'all. I'm here as a spiritual advisor. I want to help people. I'm going to help people, and I am helping people. Whether I'm doing it by just walking past them and smiling, or whether I'm doing it by I give. And I don't know if this is wrong of me too, because I give, but I don't show it to the world. Like, I just do. And I see, like, in this world, that you have to really show to people that you're doing this stuff in order for it to be a thing, in order for people to gravitate towards you. But I'm going to go with the universe and my spirit guides on this one, and believe that who supposed to be coming to me and getting me to where I'm going, they're on their way. They around somewhere. They see me. Y'all see me. Okay, so when it comes to me in spaces, I'm going to start with having an apartment. I had an apartment since I got pregnant with my son. I didn't want anybody to influence the way I raised my children, so I moved out on my own. I was not no young mom, or I was a young mom, I guess. I was not a teenage mom. I moved out, I believe, 2010. My son was born in 2010, and I moved out while I was pregnant. And in that apartment, my husband accidentally sent the money order with the receipt on it. And even with that being done, you would think I was there long enough, and this is by like 2012. I was there long enough that these people would be honorable and take the rent and let me have my space. I have 2 children at this point, and we're paying our rent on time. We never had a problem with paying rent. When they increased rent, we paid the rent on time. Like, it's never been a problem with my rent. They lied and said we never sent it. So, of course, they started the eviction process. moving on to my next apartment. Living there, me and my husband both was taking rent back and forth. So, and he would send the receipts to my husband email, as that's what I was being told, that the receipts were going to his email because we would put it in the mailbox and keep it moving. We took pictures of stuff, but of course when you lose a phone, you lose pictures. And I've never really been good at tapping back into my old photos, finding them again. So lost the photos of anything. And as far as the paper receipt, we were terrible with keeping records. The only thing we could keep is our tax forms and our birth certificates, social security cards, and even sometimes we had to replace those. So it was a learning process. But same thing. Oh, you guys didn't pay your rent for the last 3 months. I'm like, I know for sure we did because I personally came and paid the rent. So please, I have children. I have to live here. And I did my part. Can you please just look through your records? And of course, for some reason, my husband didn't pay attention to the fact that he was not sending the emails. Long story short, ended up leaving that place because we went to court. He said I didn't pay him, and they believed him, and that was that. And even with that being done, I did not want to stay there anymore. Like, why would you lie like that, knowing I have children, knowing I've been here, knowing I've been paying my rent? Like, and you doing bare minimum to fix this apartment. Like, he had this thing, like the refrigerator. The refrigerator kept going out. I had somebody willing to give me a free refrigerator, and he would not. He told me, no, I can't bring in my own appliances, that he has another one to put in. It was just... So in that moment, I decided I was going to look for a house, and I moved in with my mother. Now, in my mother's house, there's not enough space for me to live there with my 4 children. I mean, my 4 children, wow, with my 2 children and my husband. So with all 4 of us. Now, y'all getting me now. Okay, so so in that time, we have been working on our own businesses and doing our own thing outside of... My husband has been working on his photography business, and I was still working at this time. So I didn't stop working until Corona time. So boom. Or started working on starting a business during that time. Or after, I don't know, whatever. I'm trying to make sure I say it right because I don't want nobody trying to play me later, but I know what I mean. When we got a space and we was there for a good 2 months, we brought all of this equipment, and we literally, when we were ready to start, we were told, oh, the insurance is too high to keep this place. We're moving out this month. So literally we had to the end of the month to get out. So boom, that's where we are. We gotta leave. We ain't shit we can do about it. We pack up our things, we put it in the storage unit, and we move on. Fast forward to now. We in a new space. Everything seems to be going great. Everything was said to be a great thing. Everybody was supposed to make money month after month. And I started in September. It is now December. Month after month to this month. 2 months. I didn't even realize, again, 2 months. And 222 been hitting me today. So, and it is 12/22. Okay, so let's go. 21. Let's go. So, and 221 has been my number. Anyway, we are on the verge of leaving by the 31st. And like I said, we had got wind that we were supposed to be getting locked out before Christmas. So, of course, when I get the phone call today, my emotions are high. I can't believe they're really trying to do this. I have it in writing that we're supposed to be here to the 31st. I have my stuff. I'm trying to conduct business while it's just, and I'm like, Monique, at this point, what is the lesson? Y'all hear it. I know y'all hear the lesson because I know what the lesson is. It is, for me, my lesson literally has been, when it comes to paperwork, when it comes to professionalism, when it comes to record keeping, I have to be on top of it. I have to be on top of it. I have to, in order for me to prevent this happening to me again, I have to, one, get my own space. It's not meant for me. As much as I try to work with others, it's not meant for me to be in somebody else's space. I have to be that leader. I have to be in my space. Life Path 1. If you don't know about Life Paths, look it up. It's pretty cool. Leadership. My goal is to get a house where I can finish the basement and we can have our media center as a family, because my children also are into things. Like my daughter's into nails. My son is into actually video editing. And my husband, videography. He has a podcast network he's working on. And it's like every time we take steps to be these entrepreneurs, we get hit. We get hit. And it's like, where do I have to hold myself accountable? And that's just number one. I have to have my own space where I am, it's no third party. I'm literally the main one. And I was presented an opportunity to go into another space. And one, I held back on it because when it comes to waxing and the business, how slow it gets around this time of month or a year, leading into about March, it's really slow. So I don't want to have to take from my savings to maintain this space. But so in December, I've been working on ways to work from home and sell things from home, that so I can make the money I need to make. Because I'm trying to keep my spirits up about being a business owner. And also learning more about being a spiritual advisor. I've completed certificates and all of that good stuff. I've lived a life for a while. I've lived life for a while. And I really believe I can help others. And with me already doing the work, I've been under spiritual attack, not so much by other people, but more so by, whoever wants to stop me from helping people. And if it sounds crazy to you, maybe that's why you're not supposed to, or not. Maybe because you're not on your spiritual journey, so you don't understand. But once you open your eyes to all that is happening with this world, I mean, it's more, if I could put it in terms that everybody could understand, the devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. Ain't no way I'm about to let nobody stop me. Nobody stop me from being the person that I know I'm here to be. Nobody stopped me from living my life purpose, and nobody stopped me from being, or from getting the life that I want for me and my children and my husband. So my family, it's not happening. I don't care how many times I get blocked. I will break through them fucking